On today's Road and Track 3-lap review, we're going to take a look at this, the Lamborghini Huracan Performante, which is the fastest road-legal car to ever go around the Nurburgring.
It's also green.
Nurburgring.
Extremely green.
Nurburgring.
Green?
Road car.
So green.
Not that green.
Let's go drive it.
Let's go for a drive.
Wait. Don't we have to do some kind of talky intro, like 2 seconds?
So we're going to do a launch.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound exciting at all.
It probably is.
Yeah, it's probably boring. Traditionally, Lamborghinis have been big, intimidating, hard to drive monsters that, sounded great and looked great and were meant for cruising up and down Miami Beach or Tuscany with leggy blonde in the right seat, right?
Right. Nothing serious.
And this isn't the turning of that. They've made a handful of things that are serious. But what's amazing about this is that it talks to you. You can drive it with your fingertips. It doesn't, old Lamborghinis, you had to drive them with your fists and punch the car into the corner and be aggressive with it and get your tats out and point your nipples at things and just be, oh, bro! And this, it's like, hey, buddy.
It's a delicate little,
delicate
little car.
But at the same time, it does all the old school Lamborghini things with the giant noise, and the giant pace, and the giant green, right?
But it does it all better. So it's got the same 5.2 liter V10 that's in the regular Huracan.
And is related to the V10 and the Audi R8, correct?
Correct. They are variations of each other, I do believe. But this one has 631 horsepower. It has a smattering more torque.
Make the noise. Make the noise.
Sounds good.
Why is it so loud?
Why wouldn't it be? It's a Lamborghini. It's a Lamborghini.
It's so great and so loud. But like right there, right? You just grabbed a gear, and instead of just gently slipping into the next gear and then putting the power back on, the car was like, hey, whack! And then punched you in the shoulder with the gear.
The difference, though, with this one compared to the older Lamborghinis is that the gearbox doesn't upset at mid-corner. So dual clutch is so smooth that it works no matter what you want to do. If I wanted to second right now, look, nothing happened.
The funny thing about when Audi took control of Lamborghini, they slowly started making the cars into real cars, right? You got into them and you saw Audi switchgear and Audi nav units, and all of a sudden the electronics worked and they were relatively reliable. People put 6-figure mileage on Gallardos, but there was still an element of Italian,
Italianness.
Yeah,
there was always something glaringly wrong with the car. I don't want to say, it's true. There's something like the gearbox in the Aventador is terrible. There's there's problems across the board with these cars. Even though they're brilliant in a lot of ways, it felt like they got to like 89, 90% of the car being done and then they didn't finish it.
And the Huracan is one of the more complete Lamborghinis to come out of the rain. But the Performante is special because it's that completeness coupled with an extreme focus on getting around a racetrack as quickly as possible.
You do things in this car that you wouldn't expect to be able to do in a Lamborghini. I wouldn't normally go to a racetrack in a Lamborghini because you know that it would be an infuriating experience.
And traditionally there have been people who do go to racetracks in Lamborghinis. Yeah. And if they weren't Lamborghini factory development drivers whose names ended in vowels and they talk it with their hands, they usually were kind of wankers. But this is one of the things you said yesterday is that when we were testing these cars before filming, is that this is a Lamborghini for people who have traditionally bought Lamborghinis, but it's also a Lamborghini for people who never thought they'd want one.
There could be somebody who has a Porsche Turbo who never thought they wanted a Lamborghini, but they want a car to step up. This is a car that could totally suit them. Anyway, somebody with a GT2, it could suit them. It could suit the person who's looking at a Ferrari 488. It could suit the person who's looking at a, I should put my hands on the wheel. Look at the person who's, looking at any of the high-end supercars who thought they want to take them to the track, but they didn't think a Lamborghini could go to the track. This car can go to the track, and it can be on the road and be just as good, if not better.
In a lot of ways, this is what's great about the car industry at this point, because we have manufacturers looking at what they've traditionally done well, and then using technology and just masses of development time and computer development time to eliminate all the flaws. So you have something like a Lamborghini, which has traditionally been a ball of flaws and a ball of fun, and the flaws are gone, and all you have left is the fun.
We're getting to a time now where car companies can engineer mechanical feel into digital things. This is an example of that.
It's pretty great.
And it's pretty excellent. Because,
Noise!